see that today in the name of religion there are lot of misconception. Okay, in the name of religion we could see that there are a lot of misconception in the sense that this is an educational institution. If this is an educational institution, so this is not an end in itself. What I mean to say, our objective is to pursue the knowledge. Knowledge is the objective. This institution is not the objective. Similarly, if we see, so religious institution, whether it is Hinduism, whether it is Islam, whether it is Christianity, any religious institution is not an end in itself. That is the means for spirituality. So the objective should be the spirituality. Okay. So the objective should be spirituality. In literature itself, if we see, there is a thinker on whom I have done research, that is D.H. Lawrence. He has said that is the true means of spirituality exists in a man and a woman relationship. Okay, so he rejects all these institutions of spirituality and he believes in the cosmos itself. The whole cosmos is the means of spirituality. All these institutions are propagating their own views and ideas. Okay, here I wish to emphasize due to this. And if you see, that is knowledge. Knowledge is the pursuit. Spirituality is the pursuit. So this institution or any institution, so the pursuit should be the objective, not this institution or any institution. This institution is established, Hindu college, that is my institution, is also established. But I cannot claim myself that I know everything. I myself be a means of knowledge for the students. Okay, but I am not an end in myself. Similarly, no one can claim here also. Okay, so this is the idea on which I wish to emphasize. Now the next point is, that is, the intensity of such beliefs are so strong that it creates various groups based on their beliefs. Often it is seen that such believers are ready to sacrifice everything for their beliefs. Consequently, clashes in these groups are a common phenomenon. History is the means of experiment and becomes a tool to understand the emergence, growth, development debacles. The scientific movement in the Western society is a lesson for us. The West, particularly England, Italy, Germany, was revived through the scientific movement called Renaissance movement. The revolutionary approach of humanism reforms and transforms the whole aspects of society, political, social, cultural, and various others. Conclusively, one can say that reliance on the cyber technology could enhance oneself, the industry as well as the government. However, it may be noted that due to its immense potential, it is prone to attack by cyber criminals. Consequently, we need to protect through cyber security. Concept, though I am working on this, the concept, that is, I have written something, but I will add, which will be published in the proceedings. The Indian society as well as the Western is highly traditional and patriarchal. Due to this, we see that women, children and the marginalized section are the soft targets of the attackers. Right to privacy is the right granted by the Honorable Supreme Court, and consequently, this is the arena where the cyber security is required, because women, children and every human is autonomous and he has the right to privacy, and this is granted by the Supreme Court by a judgment of the Supreme Court. Now if we see, that is the function, how it functions. So we see that there are various regulations made by the government. The government is initiating various regulations. If we see our constitution itself, so we could see that as per Article 19(2) of Indian Constitution, there is a reasonable restrictions in the freedom of speech and expression enshrined in Article 19(1). Okay, if anything is published on the internet, challenging the autonomy, self-respect, integrity and so on of any individual or sovereign state, cybersecurity is the means of relief either in the form of technique and law. As evident, the cybersecurity can be applied through self-awareness, technological advancement and regulation of law. So 19.1, which gives us freedom of expression and speech, is restricted by 19.2. That is, you have to be reasonable. You cannot unreasonably express which may coerce the freedom of others. Okay, under that particular section, we could see that various regulations are made. Now, what is the possibility? What is the betterment? So, in the betterment, trained government officials and personnel could counter the cyber attacks due to the statutory powers. These officials could enforce and implement the law as per requirements. As per section 80 of the IT Act, no officer below the rank of deputy superintendent can enter any public place and search without warrant. This limits the power of the lower rank official and delay the process of action. Evidence is another significant fallout of crime. Naturally, the officials should have the knowledge and training of forensics which can help them during prosecutions. The conceptualization of global village with no political boundaries among the sovereign states can only be realized through this technology as it is a means of interconnections. Since India is a potential strength due to its 7th largest country in terms of area and the second populous in terms of population in the world, the foreign investors find it a suitable place for investment. This country has faced several invasions by the foreign countries with a motive of exploitation. Considerably, we should be alert and highly skilled in terms of cybersecurity. The Indian government should be liberal enough to design new courses to make the national and international cyber attacks. The government shall allocate sufficient funds in terms of grants. Otherwise, the Western countries may invade our society through this technology and cripple and exploit for their own benefits. Awareness among the mass could be another way to better use of this technology. Separate cell shall be established in every police station to deal with this menace. The police should be trained to interact friendly and maintain confidentiality. The women and the children are the soft targets of the attackers, and thus the police should be sensitive enough to understand the sensitivity of the issues. Job creation. So job creation is another opportunity. We could see that there are a huge opportunity of job creation, and apart from that there are other also which I am not reading. Okay, I will incorporate all those ideas in my papers, and that once it is published you could read. Now conclusion, I have again, that is in conclusion, I have taken the course of Macbeth to conclude that I have begun my thesis with the quotation of Macbeth and I conclude. So this is the work that is I have done, that is connected with the thoughts of dramatists like Shakespeare. So I am reading. This paper starts with the famous statement of witches of Macbeth to signify the existence of this technology and life between the two extremes of fair and foul. Thereby, I wish to conclude also by the famous statement of this particular Shakespearean drama to understand the mysterious and complex human existence. It seems that the modern world relied on technology to an extent that the future generation will depend completely on artificial intelligence. Shakespeare stated through Macbeth, life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. In the same vein, it may be stated that life becomes meaningless and insignificant in absence of cybersecurity. So the work is continuing. It will become whole after a few days and it will be submitted, and once it is published, you could read. Okay, thank you.
डॉक्टर अरविंद चौधरी जी ने यथार्थ को कैसे वो पशुपालन से लेकर के कृषि